Welcome to M2 Hockey and HockeyShare.com. Today's video we're going to talk about defensive zone coverage from a defender's standpoint. So we've gone through center, we've gone through wings, and in both those cases we've given simple triangles to allow them to understand what their coverages actually consist of. So in this case we're going to do the exact same thing with the defenseman, and their coverage triangle actually looks exactly the same as a center triangle. So they're responsible for corners as well as the front of the net. So this is pretty similar to a center coverage. What we want to understand is ideally a defenseman is the first guy on the puck carrier. So defenseman's coming out from that front of the net in here, attacking body, stick on stick in case the opposing player has control of it. We're trying to control them to the corner, and we're trying to chase them into an area where they don't have any offensive attack or outlet. So most of the time that's going to be controlling them into the corner, coming again stick on stick, body on body. Now as that puck moves back to the front or behind the net to the other side, we have to make sure now our responsibility becomes not losing this race against this forward back to the front of the net. So one thing you see a lot is defenders get caught on the wrong side of guys. The puck moves and now this forward has position going back to the front of the net, which usually leads to a scoring opportunity. So we need to make sure that we keep them on defensive side, again, meaning that this forward has to go through me to get to my net. So if I stay on good D side, even when the puck moves, now my responsibility is not to lose this race back to the front of the net with that forward. So I have to sprint. This is where a lot of D, they get a little bit lazy, as they'll be soft coming back through here, and they'll be disengaged, meaning their knees are upright, they're not bent, they're not in an athletic position, and they're not going full tilt to get back here. If we think about it, if the puck moves, even if the puck moves just behind the net, I have to make sure that we have good, proper coverage and good support in front of that net before my defending partner can actually go to that puck. So if I sprint back here to the front of the net, make sure I engage my coverage here, now I've got this guy covered, my defending partner can jump behind the net or to the opposite corner and go without any worry that there's an open guy standing in the high slot in the prime danger area. So now again, now we're responsible for the coverage. If the puck goes to that corner, my responsibility is this guy in front of the net. So a big mistake that most defensemen make is they love to get into this tie-up. And they're tying up, and meanwhile the puck's in the corner. So not only is the ref watching when you're cross-checking a guy in the back, slashing him in the back of the legs, but you're also taking yourself out of the play for support. What I mean by that is the only time to engage is when the shot's coming. That's the only time you truly need to engage the guy. You engage the stick, again, get the stick off the ice, engage the body, because you know the shot's coming. If the puck's from that corner and I'm engaged here and my partner loses a battle from here, now I'm tied up. Now I don't have a way to get over and try to play the 2-on-1 coming back from the corner. So I've got to stay in a position where I can maintain my ability to defend a rush coming out, even if it means blown coverage by my partner or by my center in that corner. So don't engage here, don't tie up unless it's absolutely necessary. And what I mean by necessary is the shot's coming or everybody's got their man and you're boxing out. Next, let's talk about what happens when there's a rebound. It's another area for mistakes with defensemen and centers in front of the net. So the rebound comes out, and most people's tendency, let's say the shot came from the point, most people's tendency is to turn around, look, find the puck, and take a swing at it. And that's okay, but what we want to do first is we want to make sure that we've tied up our man. We want to make sure we engage the body first, find the puck second, clear the puck out. If you are clearing a puck from the front of the net, clear it to the sideboard if you don't have a direct play. Direct play, I mean a direct pass to somebody who's open. But if there's a scramble in front, that puck slides out here, you don't have a play, clear it out to a wall. The wall is going to be a much less dangerous area than having loose pucks floating in this area. So again, body, now we close off, we protect the puck, we engage it, we put it into an area that's much less dangerous than the front of the net. Hope you find these tips helpful. We'll see you next time at M2 Hockey and HockeyShare.com.